Carl in order to escape from prison. He kept a whole nest of spiders in his cell. Every day he'd feed them mealworms like clockwork. The smaller spiders were kept in jars, but the giant spider he planned to use for his escape was secretly hidden inside the wall. Every 2 hours Carl would toss a cockroach in there. Moment the giant spider sensed food, it would rush over, watching the spider grow bigger by the day. Carl couldn't help but crack a satisfied smile when the other inmates spotted Carl feeding his spiders. They snuck up behind him and pinned him down. Then they grabbed one of the jars with the small spiders and dumped it right onto the floor, right in front of Carl. They stomped on it. Still not satisfied, one inmate picked up a second jar, but he didn't expect this one to have such a nasty temper. It bit him hard. The inmate screamed in pain. In his rage, he knocked over all the remaining jars and started taking his frustration out on Carl. Meanwhile, the little spiders that had fallen to the floor all managed to crawl into the wall. They were going to snitch to the giant spider before long. Guards showed up after hearing the commotion. Once they got the full story, they ordered a fumigation of the cell for the next day. After the guards and inmates left, Carl rushed to move the bricks aside. Then he scrawled some strange writing on the floor, lay down, and started chanting an incantation. Hearing the command, the spiders began crawling toward Carl. Far from being scared, Carl was thrilled, practically ecstatic. A few minutes later, the giant spider finally emerged. It lunged at Carl's face and bit down. By the time the guards came back to check on things, Carl was nowhere to be found in the cell. All that remained was his prison uniform, lying on the floor.